Got a stream for you, 621. Let's get back into Armored Core 6. I'll stutter over my intro that otherwise would have been really cool. Awesome. Love that for me. Did some gaming off stream. I did discover, amusingly, I forget if I mentioned this previously, that with the weird capture issues I was having with this game, as long as game capture is attempting to capture this at all, it causes weird issues and high GPU usage with VTuber Studio and OBS for some reason. As long as I don't have it selected in game capture and just in window capture, we are okay. So I don't know what's going on with that, but we're picking this up, hopefully with fewer technical issues than the previous stream. I have completed all the analysis matches. The dialogue that I kind of talked over, basically All Minds is making a AI-powered AC, and they are using our experience with these various ACs to train it. One thing that's interesting, so I actually looked into some of the older Armored Core games. Apparently Ravens were just mercenaries up until a certain point, where that program, there used to be an organization even called the Raven's Nest. That was like their go-to like handler system for that, and then eventually it became a call sign in this game, at least. So yeah, we get to fight Nightfall in the arena, and by this point I was actually able to get every OS tuning upgrade, so that's cool. And up until the point that I have reached, I have gotten all of the combat logs and the lore. What was that? Oh, interesting. That happened off stream. I don't know why that just triggered again, but thank you again, Cinder, for the follow. Appreciate that. All right. And what was I doing? This menu, archives. So I'm not going to read all this, but just for the sake of completion, for the VOD, there were a bunch of different data logs that I found. A lot of these not super important, and they're hidden in some pretty dark corners or way off the beaten path. Good to have you here. The one that I found, because we didn't really find out until toward the end of the game that Chatty was actually an AI that Carla had made. Actually, all the interesting stuff lore-wise pertains to Carla. Also, apparently, the dozers are just eating mealworms to get a high, which is concerning. But yeah, so this one was in the mission with the Sea Spider. Yeah, so apparently the PCI running the satellites, laser cannons, take their orders from an AI, which I think is mentioned in a later one of these. I just forget which one. But yeah, they mention at least Chatty follows the boss's orders. I suppose it's just programmed that way, though. And then also apparently there's some drama in the dozers or the coyotes about Carla nicknaming herself Cinder, which is very appropriate. So apparently that goes back. I don't know if that's a reference to previous Armored Core entries. One thing I found interesting, I found creator on YouTube. I don't know how their name is pronounced. Chole, I am assuming it's pronounced. They did a kind of a playthrough of the entire series leading up to this, and they make nice bite-sized like 10-minute, 15-minute videos with timestamps, which I always appreciate, of going through these games and just talking about like what made the various Armored Core games different. And the first three were really interesting mechanically because they were designed as expansion packs to one another. And there was an important feature of the first one that was not available in either of the sequels on the PS1, which was called the Human Plus program, which basically just sounds like a streaming service. Don't know how I feel about that, but this game's all about corporations, so, you know, it kind of makes sense. And essentially, with the early Armored Core games, because you could, because after each mission you would lose your rewards based on damage taken or ammunition spent, you could actually go into debt. And if you went into enough debt, 50,000 credits worth, you could basically sign your body over to the corpse, and they would make you an augmented soldier fused with your Armored Core as part of the Human Plus program, which apparently some of the top arena participants, such as Nineball, who is kind of like an ongoing sort of rival / nemesis in the first three games, is one of those. And that gave you like permanent improvements to like core gameplay mechanics in terms of like lock-on aiming and a bunch of other stuff that you can only have access to if you owned the first game and transferred your save over to the two other expansions. So I thought that was really interesting, and it makes me feel that that's something that this game is kind of missing in a way. I feel that that debt system is, because even if you do really poorly in this, you're still making some money. You can't really lose money playing the game, at least not in a meaningful way. And you can always replay missions infinitely to earn more and more and more. So the fact that there isn't this, like the early games as well had missions that you could fail and just not get to redo because they were jobs for a corp. And there were core missions that you couldn't fail, but they could also pay nothing or put you into debt. So I think that's something that would have made this game a lot more interesting. It would have been very frustrating. I think I would not have liked that system, but I think it's very apropos and very interesting. And it would have been nice to see in a better form than it currently is in this. Because in this game, it's not really a mechanic worth talking about. It's just a little, it's set dressing on the mission clear screen. And I think they could have done more with that. But I think they also want to be very cautious. And I'm also gonna, this is a hot take, but I'm gonna go as far as to say I feel like the debt system in the early Armored Core games could potentially be seen as an early prototype for losing your souls or runes in these Souls series. So we got some weapons here. I think some of these I just bought in the store, but there are some rather significant ones, particularly on the melee side of things. So in the mission where you fight Rummy, I believe their name is, you can actually get their Double Trouble chainsaw, which is pretty cool. That's something I kind of wish that I had a lot earlier. Whether or not I would have used it is the question. And then the very important one, apropos of nothing, this I think was like just after one of the missions that we had just done in going into the depths, where you fight that enemy that uses the Moonlight Greatsword, which looks like a katana in this. It's pretty sick. But I don't remember this being in a particularly unique location or anything like that. In fact, I have that video because I'm going to be consulting it for one of the final missions here. Which one was it? That was one of the... I think that was Underground Exploration Depth 2? Which one was it? No? Oh, it's the mission where you fight Cell 240. It was... Where was this? Yeah, okay. So we're basically the bone wheel skeletons are off to the left of the bridge. You can actually go down below, and there's like 8 of them that you can fight, and there's like 4 of them that are guarding that. I wanted to say I think this is new. I think this Pulse Blade is new as well. Because I remember getting 2 melee weapons, and I think... Yeah, I'm actually kind of... so is it the charge attack that acts as the... No. Neither of those is the, like, the command grab that we saw a couple guys use. But either way, the melee attack animations on all of these are super cool. Yeah, okay, that's the one I was using way before. Okay. Is there anything else that's super significant in here? Light wave cannon. That's pretty cool. That is the other thing that you get from the Cell 240 mission. This we got from doing the base arena in the first playthrough. Pulse cannon. I think this is just something I unlocked along the way. And just shoulder mounted bubble guns. Which the more the merrier. Merrier? Yes. Whatever. And I think, yeah, the Mind Alpha head I got from completing the analysis missions. These were the gills that I mentioned before. This was another one on one of the FCS targeting systems. That was one of the other... Hello, Gold Tea Fish. How are you doing? Looks like you're playing some Neo. I see Lasada. Hello. What are you guys doing? How is Neo? That's a game that intimidates me personally. The equipment system is a lot. It's more than I'm willing to handle. But I did have fun playing the beta for that. This is the only one I played, man, and for most of the game I used the same build until it became problematic, and then I became a wheelchair-riding hobo with 4 shotguns. I disagree with that, Lasada. Well, I mean, what can I say? I do good at the games most of the time. Is it? Are you a big Armored Core head? Well, I'm glad you're enjoying Neo. I know that's, I feel like Neo's almost kind of created this, I want to say divide in the community, but I know there's a lot of people that want more games like Neo, that have, like, all the gear and stuff, but the more stats that change with every piece of equipment that I have to put on, the less I want to engage. But by all means, Goldfish, if you need to take care of yourself, get something to eat, drink, or get some rest, take care of yourself first. Whoever's willing to hang out and watch me putz around in Armored Core. Fair spoiler warning, I am kind of speed running the story right now. We are about 75% of the way through the second ending route. And depending on how conscious I am going to remain as the stream continues, I might do the third. We will see. I'm I'm struggling to talk already. Gotcha. See, and that's the funny thing, and I couldn't actually get into the Souls games until Elden Ring. Dark Souls 2 is actually the one that I played the most of. I want to say I got like a third to halfway through that one. Though, as I was just talking about before you guys got here, I did start watching a series of videos on the older Armored Core games, and there's some cool stuff in Armored Core 1 and its expansions on the PS1, and I'm eager to go through the rest of the video series that I was watching. Again, the creator of those, Chole, does a decent what am I trying to say here? Decent videos, relatively short in length, like 10 to 15 minutes with timestamps, and I appreciate that. It's always a good vibe. I'll keep an eye out for that as I go through that. I would be a lot more interested in checking out some of the later titles rather than the early ones, but that's just because I don't want to have to deal with the non-analog controls, says the person who's considering getting and playing through Shadow Tower. But you know, that's neither here nor there. The thing is, the side of that does not immediately tell me if if they decided to use the second stick. I think this briefing is going to be mostly the same, but this is an alternate version of the mission we did previously.
The sector's made up of a sprawling rail network designed to transport resources. It'll be a complex route with a lot of blind spots. Be ready for close quarters combat.
I mean, I've got 4 shotguns. I don't know.
There's something you should know. I've obtained the comms log from the Balaam squad that went in before you. It looks like they have another mission here, and it's not part of their survey. Guard mechs won't be the only threat. Balaam's agenda is just as dangerous.
That seemed new, and now it's making me worried that I skipped. No, the only alternate mission that we've done up to this point was the dam complex, I think. So we should be good. I will say I'm not a fan of the way that this game is doing, like, the branching story paths.
Just so you know, 621, my radar won't be able to reach the lower depths. You'll have to trust your eyes and ears.
Or more specifically, the New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus content. Which makes me wonder how I'd feel about Nier Automata. Because I know that's a big component of that game too. But from what I understand, those endings tend to proceed a bit more linearly. Yeah, I do have it on the PS4, but I never got far on it. Just no particular reason.
This is where the survey begins in earnest.
God, it's been like a week since I touched this game, and I already feel like I've forgotten the controls. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Not today. In terms of like the augmented soldiers.
Sounds
get the power back online.
Really? Oh, hello. Unfortunately, this is one of those games where I feel like I can't really give particularly useful advice, because I really just bashed my head against everything with the same build until it stopped working. And I still beat the thing that acted as a wall for me. And then on my second run against it, I just decided to make some arbitrary changes, and then something that took me like 2.5 hours to beat, I beat in 2 tries in like a minute and a half.
The partition should open now. See if you can get access. The heat exchanger section's up ahead. This is around where the cone slot for Balam's advanced squad cuts off.
Well, the way that I look at this is that, oh. Oh, hello. We would normally be fighting a Guatsu here. A sketch by STV, a mass battlefield artist said to be, said by some to be one of the last artists to dedicate his career to the art of hand-drawn portrait. His works command a high value among collectors in the know. STV's notes: caught a couple of hired killers on the prowl, managed to sneak in a sketch without being noticed. The fool won't pay back what he owes, once said. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I probably should be focusing more on sleeping rather than streaming, but here we are. Oh. Are we, though? Ooh.
You must be real.
Cold call.
Yes, you do seem confused.
There's another one of you.
I see why poor Colossal couldn't beat you.
I mean,
You abandoned his red gun pride and succumbed to his frustration.
that was a different timeline, bro.
It comes. The inevitable.
AC dead sled destroyed. Cold call won't be a danger to you anymore. Iguazu. He even tried sending an assassin after you.
I mean, it sounds to me like he cowered it out, honestly. But the problem is when you've kind of optimized your build, you end up ending fights before characters can get all their dialogue out. Not necessarily a problem, but I mean, when you're trying to archive things for posterity.
Program stage 40. Intruder identified. Threat level 7.
What was that? Raven, watch out.
Oh, and also the other thing that people claimed might be patches in one of the early levels where we had to go down that one tunnel that was like filled with like molten metal. There's another tunnel that is literally you just go down the side where the molten metal is coming from, and there's an AC just chilling there, and there's just a generic note or from someone begging for their life, and people are like, that's got to be patches.
Program stage 245.
I don't know. I think Swinburne is the more likely analog.
Looks like we're not far from the terminus. Let's find the control room. We'll hack the systems and get the partitions open.
no one else down there, right? Nah, we're good.
Raven, let's look for a ventilation duct.
Well, it's entirely possible that that briefing was the same one that we got before, and I just don't remember it. Ah.
And it seems I am no exception. I feel a growing urge to move forward. Ventilation duct identified. Looks like it's connected to the control room.
But yeah, I will say, in response to what you said, Lasada, with some of the stuff that this game brings up, I did kind of expect them to talk about more about the augmentation process. Especially since for a lot of people this is going to be their first Armored Core game. And I was certainly wondering, like, if this game was touching on kind of the origin for some of that technology or not.
We're in the control room. Now let's find an access point.
But then I later found out that, like, going back to the first game, there was
That's the control panel.
that kind of talk going on. Whether or not this is attempting to retcon anything, who knows?
We should be able to proceed.
There we go. I think we still get another supply Sherpa.
621. As if you hardly need help from me. Once you get so good at exploring.
Yeah.
Expect a defense weapon will be waiting for us. Be careful, Raven.
I don't need to be careful when I got 4 shotguns.
Enemy analysis complete. That's the Enforcer, an AI-controlled prototype developed by the PCA. It was designed to defend key watchpoint sectors and eliminate enemy intruders. Whatever they're hiding down here, they wanted it to sink in.
Phase 3.5. Pilot lead. Reconfiguring air control to maximum value for all actuators. Terminating intruder.
There we go.
Threat 7. 8. 30. Threat to priority closure.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't have skipped that cutscene, but
The unit is silent.
especially after I was just freaking out about missed content.
We should have some data on the next sector. Let's
But-
take a break for now, Raven.
I think we already saw the part where this level deviates. I don't know if the log hunt program is gonna give us any more significant rewards.
No new messages.
Okay. I am curious if we go. Yeah, alt mission. Cool, we got all the combat logs. That is annoying that for the purpose of an S rank, you have to do the same mission basically twice when the only difference is one dude. And because he had those missiles that were attacking me from behind, I thought there were more, but no, this is one guy. So this is the same mission as before, so I'm going to skip the briefing.
Walter, it's like
So this was the mission with the Moonlight Greatsword
Main system
wielding
activating
enemy.
combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy the reactor and disable the laser barrier.
Raven, let's start by finding our way in. Watch your footing. You don't want to fall into those lasers.
High-level threat detected. Threat level 8. Defense phase 4.0. Terminating target.
This area is defended by snipers. Don't let them shoot you down.
High-level threat. That's a step up from intruder. Trace around the outside, 621. Must be the way in.
Some of these guys can be pretty damaging, but I think we can just skip past them. One benefit of the OS upgrades is we have a faster access speed.
Destroy it. The resulting
You know, I'm gonna skip these guys. Normally I go through the motions of fighting them.
there, 621. Destroy the target.
Oh, one of them got outside. That's weird. I don't think I have to. Oh, wait, no. They did die. It's just the target changed.
Pressure chamber destroyed. Get out of there before it explodes, 621.
The partition!
Defense program phase 5.0. Passive signal. Terminating threat.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be the Moonlight Greatsword.
Meltdown in progress. Calculating time until core explosion. Raven, there's only 2 minutes left.
Upgraded to threat level 9. Terminating.
There we go.
Did you get it?
Raven, release the partitions.
I always worry that I'm gonna end up on the wrong side of the room, but I never do.
You've got a job to do, 621. Don't fail me now.
Raven, you have to get clear.
It's gonna blow. Brace for impact.
I don't remember what the buttons are for the quick turn.
That was a close one.
So I think we're getting our next decision mission here.
How was the trip underground, Walter?
The enforcement system's silent, at least. Tried to take 621 with it. Good thing it failed.
Well, that deals with the PCA then. What about the corpse?
Arquebus told us to wait before entering Terra Incognita.
So you're close then. The corpse won't be helping each other over the finish line.
Yeah. Arquebus wants Balaam out of the picture first.
Looks like Arquebus is gonna win the race no matter what.
Short term, maybe. But I think 621's going to be the key in the end. And that's why I shouldn't be the one to choose which jobs we take.
Sounds risky. Our friends must be getting antsy.
Maybe. But I think 621's got friends to worry about, too.
The voice actor is Patrick Seitz.
new messages.
Whether you know that actor by name or some of their roles. I'm a big voice actor nerd.
Raven? You've got a request from the Liberation Front to go with the order from Arquebus. It was sent by Middle Flatwell. He's the de facto leader of the Liberation Front, and he wants to meet you.
Alright, so we got a new booster, but we can't actually equip it. Oh, that one's really good for quick boosting. And it provides a decent amount of thrust. What's the downside? I don't... I mean, I suppose the thrust, it could be better. That just seems... Oh, is it, No, even the melee attack thrust is solid. Huh. It's a good booster all around. Alright, so I think we did intercept the red guns last time. Yeah. This time we're going to ambush the Vespers. Eliminate V5 Hawkins and V8 Pater of the Vespers, accompanied by friendly craft.
This is the request from Middle Flatwell, the Liberation Front commander.
Raven, I'll get straight to the point. Arquebus leads the corporate forces, emboldened by assimilated PCA technology. But they're still human, tired from the endless conflict between powers. Open to an attack on their key forces. We want you to eliminate 2 of the Vespers' numbered officers. V5 Hawkins, their officer overseeing the transport corps. V8 Pater, his adjutant. We'll use false information to lure them out from their Depth 2 survey, then ambush them. I will assist you on this mission. It'll be a good opportunity to catch up with a veteran. I look forward to your favorable response, Raven.
Are they calling me a veteran because of the Raven call sign?
Middle Flatwell is the de facto leader of the Rubicon Liberation Front. If he's accompanying you in person, he must be planning to take your measure.
Main system activating combat mode.
Oh,
Commence mission. This will be a joint operation with Middle Flatwell.
it was a
the
straight up
Liberation Front
ambush.
commander.
They're coming, Raven. Whenever the moment is right.
What could this emergency call from V2 be about, sir?
That's just Snail being Snail, my boy. He loves to send his minions running.
Sir, there'll be trouble if he hears that kind of talk.
Targets confirmed. The tetrapod is piloted by V5 Hawkins. V8 Pater has the reverse joint AC.
Those are our 2 numbered Vespers. Ready when you are, Raven.
Away we go.
Look, sir,
Hello.
that's nothing new. No, looks like we got
Okay. Yeah, we're dealing with you first.
open fire.
The enemy has spotted us.
This was supposed to be an ambush, you fool. Too late now. We'll try brute force.
one down. They've been doing some work over here.
V5, come in! V5, Peter. It doesn't sound too bad.
Not for long.
Just made V5!
V8 Peter down. Both Vespers have been eliminated. Mission accomplished.
You weren't even done promoting yourself, dude.
It was a privilege, Raven. We're war buddies now. Maybe I'll find a comrade in you yet.
Won't say no to that.
One new message.
Hmm.
About the request to attack the Red Guns. Sounds like V4 Rusty took care of it. Michigan's dead. Heard he went down fighting. Balam's withdrawn from Rubicon. The politicians will be fighting their war now. Where there's coral, there's blood. That's how it's always been, 621.
So I did make the correct assessment on the first playthrough.
Raven, are we doomed to spark conflict wherever we go?
Because that mission pays more, I assumed it would be the more challenging one. And sure enough, yeah. So this is also going to be an alternate mission with the last bit of lore. So we just need to make sure to pick it up on the right-hand side. All right. I don't know how this is going to differ.
621. We're picking up where we left off. Now that you've dealt with the laser barrier, we can explore deeper underground. We've received a request from Arquebus to continue the advanced survey. There was something else, too.
Orders for Raven, Advanced Survey Squad. We've received some concerning information that an AC has been quietly following your trail. Arquebus cannot tolerate unauthorized surveys that will put its coral interests at risk. If you spot this rogue agent, eliminate them.
Where there's coral, there's blood. Remember that, 621.
Are we not going to be fighting Rusty this time?
Who could be following you? The Liberation Front? Another mercenary?
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Make your way down to the next depth.
Okay, this might be a bit harder to find the data log than I realized.
Something's jamming the radar.
No, never mind.
It must be interference from the active coral. Rely on your eyes and ears.
Comms record, message for Uncle. Comms record extracted from a wreck. Appears to have been left by an RLF messenger who infiltrated earlier but was killed by the corporations. I have to get this back to Uncle. Furlong agreed to provide technological assistance. Now the new model can finally be completed. He has to know before those two destroy each other. Alright. Not really sure what that relates to in the grand scheme of things. Whoop.
Watch out.
Breeding pods for the mealworms. Looks like they're out of commission now.
Raiden, I'm reading something behind us. It's getting closer.
Alright. Then again, Rusty did mention something toward the end of the first playthrough where it suggested that he wasn't necessarily working with the Vespers at that point, so... You know.
Go deal with a mercenary who went in alone, they said. Figures. Seems both of us are too dangerous to keep around.
Ah, so, okay. That was something I didn't clue into
Wouldn't
last
miss an
time.
opportunity to kill two birds
They
with
literally
one
just
stone.
gave us separate missions to take each other out.
Hate to say it, but Rubicon still needs me. So, buddy, who needs you?
The voice in my head.
I don't want to dance to their tune. This time, I don't have any other choice. I'm coming, buddy. Listen you both up. Rusty, wait!
Ah.
You're good.
What?
And that's not the only thing that makes you a threat.
2 repair kits remaining.
Something's changed since last time. But you still haven't found a purpose. Never failed to impress. This
All
isn't
right.
over yet. Rusty made it. Good.
For a second, I thought he was coming to help me, but that's not where the ally icon goes.
I can't hold out. Withdrawing.
Flatwell's AC, Tsubasa, has been destroyed. It seems both pilots evacuated.
Okay. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I'm picking up a major coral response, coming from the bottom of the pit. Let's keep moving, Raven.
'Cause it was unclear that Rusty was working with the RLF.
Institute City.
Question is why.
Of course. No wonder we couldn't find it. I need to prepare before the corps move in. Head back to base and rest up.
Okay.
Raven, I see them so clearly. The voices of the coral. My family. Brothers and sisters consumed by the fires of Ibis. Only a few survived. But after all this time, they finally formed a new flock. It looks like Walter has sent you a message. Let's take a look, Raven.
Incoming comms.
Let me tell you a story before you go. There once was a scientist. He abandoned his family to delve into the secrets of coral. His work yielded a carnival of horrors, augmentation surgery included. But there was another scientist. He took his colleagues' sins upon himself and set it all ablaze. Died with no regrets. There's a lesson in this story. Once something's alive, it doesn't die easy. 621, Story time's over. It's time for work.
Alright, that should be the same as previous.
You saw the ruins.
Fortunately, I just kind of got hit with a wave of tiredness, so I might just finish the one ending and then save the ending 3 playthrough for another day. Maybe just tomorrow night. We shall see. I got up really early today and then just kind of put off a bunch of stuff until the late afternoon.
Your voices are so close now.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
Let's go, Raven.
V2 Snail, come in. Requesting backup. We have insufficient force to ensure success.
Hello!
Independent mercenary. Decided to ignore Archivist's orders, did you?
V2 Snail, come in. Raven has landed. Requesting backup.
Leyland was a sinking ship. The Archivist's star is on the rise.
Oh boy.
And me. I'll be well rewarded when I bring them your head on his... Did I?
There's one.
Misread the signs?
What are you doing over there?
V2 Snail, come in. Friendly AC down. Requesting
I don't know
backup.
why they're focusing so much on the ads rather than me.
This is too risky. Commander, V2
I'm not gonna refuse an easy victory, but still.
Come in. This is Materlink. Requesting. Please, Snail, come in.
Vesper's left her for dead. Wasn't for me.
The Archivist AC squad.
That should buy us more time.
And away we go.
Move out.
Yeah, so the Moonlight Greatsword is like over that way, to the left of the bridge.
Vascular plant. It's still here.
He must mean that gigantic structure in the distance.
So there are a couple of these wheels, free range wheel machines, grass fed. Oh god, I can't climb over this. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Oh no.
50%.
And then there are these guys over here. Yeah, that's where it is.
2 repair kits remaining.
Whoa! Calm down, guys. There's also some lore over there, and if you read it, then you get attacked by a couple of ACs.
Close.
These voices are stronger than ever now. It's like they're calling to us.
That's kind of the one downside of my current build is my energy is terrible.
We're nearly there.
So
61.
anything with verticality is rough. All right. Away we go.
Snake. It's all.
Here we are, 621. Archivist will be here soon. Investigate before they arrive.
I'm actually really impressed that you can do that without the game freaking out.
Powered by coal. I think it's controlled by coal too.
Listen up, 621.
Oof, I'm shocked that I dodged that.
It's taking damage, Raven. We'll get the chances to move it. I know you can find a way.
Keep it up, 621. Can't take much more of this.
Boom.
Enemy coral response. Silent.
Wait. It's coming back.
It's reactivating.
Is this what the Ibis series is truly capable of?
It's resonating. Drawing power from its environment.
Nice. We got an early hit in. Sometimes I get impatient there. Ooh. Didn't dodge it that time.
You've nearly got it, 621. You're the only one who can finish the job.
And you're done.
It's gonna blow. Get out of there, 621.
I still haven't been willing to test that, if that explosion actually matters.
Arquebus seized control of the coral.
All right. Now we gotta do the retro level again.
Main system activating combat mode.
I found some coordinates.
I wonder if this is a particular reference.
He's showing us the way out.
Where'd it come from? That piece of scrap's alive.
So like an early AC from one of the early games.
Avoid combat as much as possible, Raven.
Because some of the like the box art from like the early games, those are some chunky robots.
Spot you, your left-hand weapon is equipped with jamming rounds.
ECM! Damn it! I can't lock on!
Raven, now's our chance. Here's our way back to the surface. They say C should have just enough propulsion.
Not at that angle.
Is this the outskirts of Institute City?
This is V5 Tater, calling all security team members. Raven, the independent mercenary subject to re-education, is on the run. I have direct orders from V2 Snail. Capture Raven and send the fugitive to the factory this time.
In what context are we to be re-educated if we're independent?
To evade combat situations. Searchlights. We'll be in trouble if they spot us.
Is it because Arquebus basically owns the planet now? They can just kind of say whatever. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
We're not far from our destination, Raven. Walter's message. Is he gone? What's this? I've checked. It's not a trap.
Emergency beacon intercepted. Been a while, tourist. Good to see you're still kicking. Chief's coming to pick you up. Head to the rendezvous point.
He's from RED. Carla. She must be involved with Walter's mission. This is the rendezvous point. Enemies detected.
We found Raven! Close the nuke!
This is V5
Well.
Tater. I'm exercising my authority to revise your orders.
It's more of a
You are
canister.
authorized to use lethal force. The fugitive survival is not mission critical.
Not great for hitting anything at a range. Ow, ow, ow. Alright, we're good. What is funny, though, is if we're still fighting when Carla shows up.
Hey, tourist!
Company! Another
She just throws us back out here.
Joker junkyard?
She's backing us up right now.
I don't just design weapons.
I was really worried when I was S-ranking this mission
There's a lot of them, Chief, but they're just
that
empties.
she would just throw me into a whole bunch of damage that I couldn't avoid, and that would cost me the S rank.
One piece.
Thankfully I did it first try, but I wanted to get this one out of the way because you can't go in this with a custom AC.
Company shows up.
Sending a chopper. We retrieved the tourist's AC too.
Once we've caught our breath, let's talk. About Walter.
Augmented human C4621. Entering standard mode. Incoming comms.
I'm gonna let this play out just in case.
Back in your old AC? You were made for each other. The fact that you're still alive means that Walter made the right bet. All right. You deserve to know what we've been fighting for. I'll get you introduced with the next mission.
I do appreciate that all these extra missions that we're doing, I'm not going to have to revisit to get more combat logs. Yeah, the rest of this should be pretty straightforward, except for the three like final unique missions that we'll be doing here. So this should be the same as before.
Over.
I kind of want to learn more about the PCA now that I know that they are like working under an AI. Like, I'm curious for what reason, and if that's something that's maybe elaborated on in one of the other games.
Main system activating combat mode.
Oh, this mission? Oh, good God! All
Get into
right.
position, tourist. It's time. I need you to protect that tower until we've managed to take control.
Normalization process deployed,
Chief, I've cracked some of the defense systems.
Good job, Chatty. That'll buy us some time. Looks like you're in position. Chatty, how much longer till we have control?
Give me 5 minutes, and the corpse will...
I'm picking up an Arquebus MT squad.
Well, guess who showed up early? Looks like you're up already, tourist. Give him the old RAD welcome.
We have to see this through. Raven, I'll support you.
Don't let them near the tower, tourist.
There we go.
We've got access to support weaponry. Use them if you need the help.
Now, if I remember right, they only fired for a brief period of time. I'm gonna save those for later. Oh, damn it. I got distracted
The system is ours, tourist.
by the fly boys. Okay, so I need to remember that there can be MTs on the road separate from the exclamations. In fact, I think I saw one. Yeah, I think there's one over there. Yeah, there are a few, in fact. And away we go. Perfect. And then over here.
3 more minutes. Hang in there, tourist.
Now we've got
So far,
snipers.
so good.
Hey, tourist, go clear them out.
Remember these guys being problems.
Force shield losing integrity.
Oh no. Oh, this is gonna be a problem.
The shield's at its limit. The shield's offline.
I've got high-level access now. 2 more minutes and it's ours.
Okay. Now would probably be a good time to arm
Wait,
these
we've got
weapons.
something else.
Oh god, there's still...
They're suicide drones.
Okay, yeah, we're cooked.
Make sure you don't miss, tourist.
What do you want me to do?
The tower. It's been destroyed.
Well, that went poorly.
Access denied. We're screwed now.
Okay. So, when the snipers show up, we will activate these weapons. I don't know if those are going to help, but those are the guys that certainly did the most damage.
Get into position,
That was
tourist.
a really bad run. I do remember the suicide drones being the biggest problem, but
To take control.
I don't remember struggling with the snipers that much.
I've cracked some of the defense systems.
Good job, Chatty. That'll buy us some time. Looks like you're in position. Chatty, how much longer till we have control?
Give me 5 minutes. And the corpse will...
I'm picking up an Arquebus MT squad.
Well, guess who showed up early? Looks like you're up already, tourist. Give him the old RAD welcome.
Raven, I'll support you.
Don't let them near the tower, tourist.
Normalization process B1. Plasma capsule ready.
We've got access to support weaponry. Use them if you need the help.
Now let's go this side first. They don't seem to care about me very much.
4 minutes left and the system is ours, tourist.
Okay. I am gonna go back and arm these puppies. Oh, wait. Not yet. After this wave. I don't know what happened there. I think I destroyed each MT separately. Okay, sniper time.
3 more minutes. Hang in there, tourist.
Now we've got snipers.
Hey, tourist, go clear them out.
Are those cannons doing anything? Do they only... they're trying.
I've got high-level access now. 2 more minutes and it's ours.
No, you don't. Thank goodness. Alright. Time to deal with these drones then. I'm not equipped to deal with.
We've got something else.
No vital signs. They're suicide drones.
You're playing for keeps. Make sure
Oh,
you don't
well.
miss, tourist.
The shield's at its limit. The shield's offline.
Weapons are too slow for this.
We're in trouble now.
Reinforcements. There's a lot of them.
Looks like they're falling over each other to get your autograph, tourist.
Raven, heavily armed LC.
Where?
You've been working like a dog.
Down the center, right?
Must
Yeah.
be Walters and Brooks. Guy's a real slave driver.
We're good.
Just 1 more minute to go, tourist.
Okay. Lot smoother. Oh, wait. A little bit of cleanup. Yeah, we should be good.
Give me 30 seconds and we'll have full admin access.
Yeah, those artillery cannons didn't do a whole lot. I suppose they're not really designed to deal with snipers on rooftops, but still. Maybe... I wonder... Would those even be capable of dealing with the suicide drones? I don't know. Like, realistically, that should be what they're designed for, but... They seem pretty slow, and that's already the problem I'm dealing with. And now it's time to make our second choice.
Let me fill you in on the plan. While you were captured, Arquebus finished their work on the vascular plant. It's pulling the coral through Rubicon's atmosphere, and it won't be long till they take it all. We need to burn the coral before it's too late. Of course, we can't just walk up to the plant and light a match. No, we're going to need something bigger. A lot bigger. Well, figured it out. The xylem isn't just our means of reaching the plant. It's a giant powder keg. Plenty to set all that coral off.
Is that the Observer's plan? The corporations want only to devour the coral. The Observers fear the coral and want only to eradicate it.
It's not our fault you're flammable, girl.
I believe in the shared potential of humanity and the coral. Raven, I need to ask you something.
Maybe if we had a pro-coral ad campaign that convinced people how cool it was to hang out with our new coral friends.
No new messages.
I guess more disturbing the fact that she's like, but the coral is people. The fact that people are like getting high off of it. It's like, what is the implication there? All right, we're gonna eliminate Cinder Carla of Overseer.
Raven, this job comes from me. Air, a Rubiconian.
And pocket
Overseer is
sand.
planning to burn the coral to extinction. I want to keep that from happening. The only way to stop the Xylem's ascent is by seizing control of its systems. And that means we have only one choice. We'll take advantage of the confusion while the corporations and Overseer are fighting, and eliminate Carla. I understand how you feel about betraying Walter's last wishes and taking on Carla. But still, I want you to give me a chance. I'm not asking Walter's hound, but Raven, the independent mercenary.
I mean, hey, if this leads to a cooler boss fight than fighting, you know, space dust in space.
I was hoping you would take the job, Raven. Thank you.
I think it's interesting that that's written as if you're going to listen to the briefing for both missions and then not sortie. Which is probably what the developer intended, but I don't think most people would realistically do that. I think they would just go off of the previous menu screen.
Let's get started, Raven. As always, I'll support you. Carla has taken up command in the reservoir dome in the Xylem's port wing. You'll make enemies of both the corporations and Overseer by doing this. Please, be careful.
Ow. I thought to myself, hey, maybe I shouldn't fire. Maybe that might... No, I'm being shot at. Alright.
Rubiconian apes, out of my way.
That's way too slow. The man who captured you is too safe. It's up to you.
Are you still gonna fight him?
You again. I thought you'd run away with your tail between your legs. Back for more, are you? You don't know when you're beaten.
Oh, it's the
You don't even know what's good for you.
the theme from that first sea weapon boss fight.
Beyond I. All augmentation at its worst. All you know is to chase your master's prize.
Am I locked on or not?
Recalcitrant to the last.
There we go.
So much for your re-education. What a wasted effort. Get another idiotic help on my superiors. My augmentation has been refined to perfection. Nothing stop you, Pest. You may have won this battle, but I'll win the war.
V2 Snail down. He's withdrawn. Let's keep moving, Raven.
But if you think about it, the entire reason we're going along with this plan is because we got exposed to the coral and we're talking to a voice in it. So, you know, we are straight tripping.
The partition's locked us in.
Hi, tourist. How much did Archibus pay you? Hate to see you go. Actually, why don't you stay?
You take care of this.
That could have been worse. Are they actually spreading that out across the ceiling?
Looks like we're clear, Raven. I've
No, I think
unlocked the partition.
the spread was just really wide. And we still got 2 repairs.
Figured you would be on some tricks. Chatty, fire up the ACs.
Carla. She's in there.
Oh no, Sherpa. Bleh, Sherpa. Bleh. I suppose that makes sense. We got no one supporting us.
Let me tell you my motto, tourist. Get your laughs while you can. I don't know what you're up to, but you better make it worth it.
Chatty looking like,
You know what we're dealing with.
it's my turn on the Xbox. Okay. Let's do that then.
Walter told me, you know. Looks like you made a friend of your own. But it's good to make a choice. Sit on the fence, and you make no enemies. Or friends. Is that all you've got? Come on! At least stay for dessert, Torrent! Face the music. Chatty.
Where is he?
It's all you.
Chief, she's dead, tourist. You have made a big mistake.
I mean, unless you're gonna power up like Ornstein and Smo, I don't think I have to worry.
I can hear the chief laughing. Guess you won, tourist.
I feel like that's gotta be a reference.
But the chief never loses.
Wow.
The Cyber's control center is locked out.
Let me, Chief. I'll take us over the finish line. Inheriting privileges. Owner, Sim Carla. Activating perimeter protocol. Xylem propulsion vector locked. All systems locked out.
Makes me kind of want to go back in and like see if there's alternate dialogue for taking care of Chatty first, but it's probably similar enough to what we got in the previous ending. Ooh. Well, that's actually a cool headpiece.
No new messages.
Carla had planned everything. Even her own death. Just like Walter, they both wanted someone to inherit their legacy. The Rubiconians are continuing to resist the corporations on the ground, even now. The potential of humanity and Coral isn't the only thing we have to protect. Raven, there has to be something we can do.
Okay, so a lot of stagger resistance, but not much else. Hmm. And that was all the combat logs. Nice. Oh, actually, here, hold on. Let me count something real quick. Yeah. Okay, so there's just one more, and we're guaranteed to get that, so I can get rid of one of my bookmarks here. Okay. Now, combat logs might actually be quite linear for the remainder of the playthroughs. And then there's just 2 containers that we'll need to get on the last playthrough. Alright, destroy the drive block. Destroy the large Skirmian generators. Yeah, Skyrmian? No, Skirmian generators located throughout the Xylem's drive block.
I'll explain our mission. Carla's last strike has rendered the Xylem inoperable. There's only one way left to stop it from colliding and igniting the coral. We have to take the whole thing down. The lower drive block is powered by large Skirmian generators distributed throughout the area. If we destroy all the generators and stop the ramjet engine in the upper city sector, then we can crush the Xylem into the Alien Ocean without impacting human life. One more thing. I took the liberty of using your name to rally allies to our aid. Beyond scorched skies, Raven fights on. No one has shaped Rubicon's destiny as much as you have. Come and see what the name Raven means to them.
Here, who gave you my Wi-Fi password? I don't remember doing that.
Let's go, Raven. One of our allies should be arriving already.
Is it going to be Rusty? As opposed to fighting him in the previous ending? That would be nice. Oh, I love the texture work on that.
It looks like the guest of honor's here.
Theme of Buddy!
Hey, buddy. Never thought I'd be rubbing shoulders with the liberator of Rubicon. Every Rubiconian who heard your cry rose up to fight. Let's show them there's a future for Rubicon beyond these scorched skies.
Oh, the vocals kicking in? Alright.
Main system activating combat mode.
Before, Rusty was the first to offer his help.
Never thought the plan would go so wrong. But it's good teaming up with you again. Couldn't have hoped for a better silver lining.
Oh god. Alright. Uh-oh. Really? Alright. Oh, there's absolutely going to be some combat log dudes hidden around here.
Looks like the Liberation Front has broken into Institute City. You should hear this. Patching you in.
Now, comrades, out the corporations. We'll show Raven. The Rubiconians will wallow in the ashes no more.
Slogans scrawled in ash were never going to change Rubicon. Cinders are alive with flame once more.
AP at 50%.
Keep pushing them
How to approach this? Oh, no. He doesn't have an angle. And away you go. If necessary, if there are combat logs, I'll just get those off stream.
That's the machine from grid 086.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us. It'll be just like when we climbed the wall.
Where are we going? Did I take a wrong turn? Nope. Oh, it's the cleaner.
Nice. The intake's vulnerable. I'll get its attention. You handle the shooting.
One repair kit remaining.
I don't got the juice for this. Woo. Oh, this is so clumsy. This is actually harder.
We've got it now.
It's harder to fight with Rusty acting as a decoy.
Detecting hostiles ahead of the silo. Enemy fleet approaching.
Guess Archibus decided to escalate. They must really want us dead. Let me handle the fleet. You've got a mission to finish. I'm counting on you, buddy.
Let's keep up the pace, Raven.
All right.
We're entering the drive block's core. Watch out for ambushes. There's 2 skirmion generators left. Once we've shut those down, we need to deal with the ramjet engine. Destroy the generators and head outside.
Where am I going?
Sustaining major damage.
Oh, there's one like right above me.
Target is 1AC. Identification.
No.
V4. He's supposed to be dead. Full barrage! Don't let him get any closer! You're
Here we
out of
go.
luck. There's only
No?
one person who can keep up with me.
Oh, this is really confusing. Oh, we got through, I think. Yes? Yes.
3 generators destroyed. 1 more to go.
Whoa. Hello. Oh yeah, there it is.
All skirmion generators
Perfect.
destroyed. Get clear, Raven. The drive block's going to explode.
Bad news, buddy. Something said it's straight for your position. I've never seen something move that fast. They must have finished work on Beltaeus.
What? Balteus 2 Electric Boogaloo? I guess, yeah, the boss free fights. We fought the cleaner. Now we're doing this again. And now it's the Balteus theme. Because again, I can never remember Balteus' name.
Raven the independent mercenary. You're not the mutt I thought you were.
Hello!
You're below that. You are vermin.
Archibus Valteus.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. He's serious.
AP at 50%. 2 repair kits remaining.
Is he still gonna have a second phase? Oh, he's got bubble guns? No, don't put your shield. Oh.
It would be most inconvenient to see our hard-won coral go up in smoke. Rabble-rousing the locals. Another inconvenience. I'll overlook that. No, your crime is that you tried to kill me. Kill Archibus.
Oh, okay.
Out of my sight.
Oh, shoot. All right.
That traitor V4.
Okay. All right. We are cooked. All right, this mission's gonna suck to S rank.
V2 snail down.
Oh.
Like it's over. I just about managed.
Every time I get confident.
Rusty's signal just disappeared. Raven, it seems we've got trouble ahead.
Body,
We need
no.
to take down the Xylem fast.
Just as long as nothing does 284 damage to me, I'm good. But yeah, like every time I'm confident that like, yeah, I could totally get all the achievements in this game, I encounter another mission that's like, oh, that's gonna suck. Like, I want to free up my hard drive space from this game. It's like over 60 gigs. I don't know if I'm gonna go for the S ranks.
621, entering standard mode.
Bring down the Xylem. Exosphere, Xylem Upper Districts. Oh, this is the final boss of Ending 2.
The Xylem is beginning its descent. Now, we just need to destroy the ramjet engines. Let's put an end to this, Raven. We're going home. To Rubicon, the world you saved.
So is Xylem?
We'll also need to prepare for re-entry. Be ready to escape once we're finished.
Is this just gonna be like a giant, like, ship fight? It'll be a little anticlimactic, but could be very cool. If it's a big old set piece like the mining rig.
Main system activating combat mode.
Raven, that's one of the ramjet engines. Please, destroy the target.
I didn't say this enough before when we were in space, but this also looks phenomenal. I kind of wish there was more that took place in space. But I know that's not what the series is probably about. This is a bit more Lost Planet territory, I feel.
Port chamber is silent. Starboard chamber is silent.
Alright, now who's gonna show up on deck? I mean, it feels like we've already won, so what's the wrinkle gonna be?
The Xylem is falling from orbit.
It's still crazy to see an entire city
The coral's safe.
on top of this.
Rubicon's safe.
And now, where did that come from?
621.
Uh-huh.
Is that you? They... 621. I have to dispose of you.
Walter, let that AC. Picking up a coral response. Watch out.
Was he coral the entire time? Or did he get turned into coral when he got wiped out by the Vespers? 'Cause I think it was Snail that attacked us after Cell 240. Oh God! All right.
Voice. 621. I see it next to you.
Yeah. Okay. He's all coraled up. There's probably more dialogue there, but that fight was a lot easier than Air. Unless this is
The mission.
This is gonna be on phase 1, right?
My friend's wishes.
Power stance. Basically just A-posing.
621. You found a friend.
Oh, that was it.
Walter. We have to go, Raven.
Well, looks like Dad came back, but he didn't bring milk, he got smokes instead.
Raven. One day, humanity and Coral will thrive together. You kept our potential safe. I know Walter feared a collapse. But I promise you, there's another way. Raven. We'll find it together.
In an alternate timeline, in the third ending, probably. If I had to hazard a guess. I can't recall. I think I should just be able to skip this. Oh, why are the credits lagging? Hold up. I think OBS is freaking out, but not as bad as previous. Yeah, I don't know, man. I thought I had solved this by making sure that game capture was not capturing Armored Core. Maybe there's something that's going on with the credits that's... I can't imagine. I'm gonna skip the credits.
Raven. You took on my hopes. My selfish dream. Now, I want to see the future that you choose. Whatever waits ahead, I'll support you.
All right. Okay, and this is Walter's mech. Cool.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is All Mind, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
Looks like you passed the authentication. You've got plenty of experience. Should be ready for whatever Rubicon throws at you. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
All right. Do we have anything new in here? Probably not. Siege missile launcher? I think we've looked at that before. Well, that's probably considered a melee weapon. Yeah, because we have the plasma thrower. What is the thing that's considered new in here? Oh, well. Oh. That's something. It's not great, but it's something. Oh yeah, something else we can do. We can go to these presets. Oh, that's fun. There's specifically a Gun 13 Raven Tenderfoot. No, wait, what's this? Was this like a DLC thing? I think that was a DLC thing. Yeah, this was the default. I'm not sure if we're necessarily going to be fighting any further arena fights that will get us, like, AC data specifically. So I just thought now would be a good time to scroll through these. Chartreuse. Yeah, the ones with the floaty tank legs, they were just like trying to be like flying missile batteries, and they were not very effective. They just kind of floated around and didn't really do a whole lot in those arena fights. I do think it's cool that you can basically replicate any of the significant ACs. Because the third expansion the second expansion to the first AC was called Master of Arena. And it was very much about getting to the top of the arena, where in all of those games, 9-ball was at the top. Oh, this one has both the Nebula and the Moonlight and the Auroras. Interesting. So, like, in the entire point of the story was pretty much getting recognized by a corporation, put into the arena, climbing up until you reach a certain point, then your arena license gets suspended, you gotta help the corpos, but like in the story you encounter like targets from the arena. Very similar to the way that this game is set up. Okay. So, when we next play this, yeah, we'll have to do a couple missions to start. I don't feel like doing them now, to be honest. So we'll try and do ending 3 all in one run, and I'd also like to do some arena. Also, OBS calmed down after the credits, so that's nice, I guess. I don't know what it is with this game and why again, if I'm correct on my assumption about anti-cheat freaking out, why it would care during the credits of all things. But I digress. But yeah, we'll also probably head into the online a little bit and do like at least one 1v1 match and then one 3v3. Just to dip our toes in, get a feel for what that looks like. I think it would be remiss to not check that out. Yeah, I think that'll do it for now. I should be a good boy and go to bed at a reasonable hour, get some rest. And honestly, I'll probably pick this up tomorrow because I'd just like to wrap this up. And then we'll see if I give up on my quest for the S ranks or see that through to the end. Like I know I can do it, but the question is how much I care to do it, you know? And sometimes that's the more important thing to ask. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Good night.